evening and welcome to this edition of Newsleader on 6. Today is Tuesday, April 17th, 2018. I'm Jim Fuller.
And I'm Andrew Todd. In tonight's news, we'll bring you more from the Women Impacting the Community event. Tullahoma Mayor Lane Curley will talk about some of the initiatives he has planned for this year. The play Heaven Can Wait opens this Thursday at the Civic Center, and Saturday is Earth Day in Tullahoma. We'll have all these stories and more on tonight's Newsleader on 6.
The day the Lord created hope could be the same day He created spring.
Springtime's here. It's a good time to get our air conditioners checked out before those hot summer days get here. We've been here for a little over 35 years. It's been our pleasure to serve our community. We'd like to thank you for Tullahoma's finest, and from all of us to all of you.
Thank you!
Kay and Greg Gillum have added another touch of excellence to their furniture business. Now a newly stocked 20,000 square foot Badcock Home Furniture and More location in Tullahoma, Tennessee. Locally owned and operated and offering the same friendly professional service with the best prices on name brand products like their sister store in Winchester, Tennessee has for years. Visit the new Tullahoma location and shop name brand bedroom suites, electronic department with computers, tablets, 4K televisions, and accessories. A large complete appliance center to fit the style of any household. Beautiful selection of rugs that complement any person's taste. A variety of living room combinations all in one large showroom. That's right, Badcock Home Furniture and More has added a new location. 373 West Lincoln Street, Tullahoma, Tennessee. Offering special prices year-round. Financing is always available. Speedy delivery to your home or office. Open Monday through Friday, 9 a.m. to 7 p.m., Saturday, 9 a.m. to 6 p.m., and Sunday, noon to 5 p.m. Call 931-222-4353.
Welcome back. The Tullahoma Chamber of Commerce held their Women Impacting Our Community Awards event last week. In this video, Dr. Mary Lou Apple introduces Brenda Cannon, the winner of the Women Impacting the Community Award for Education.
As always, Women Impacting the Community, expect the unexpected. Make sure you got good work. You know, be graceful. Always. Yeah, exactly. So, so I guess the ones that come up, just come around this way. Don't do this right here at all. Dr. Mary Lou Apple, if you will come forward at this time, please. May the odds be it. Exactly. And be careful.
Just let them film it.
That's right. I was going to say, just pull it around. Look.
You get older, you start thinking about this. The selectee of the woman impacting our community in the area of education is described by her colleagues and friends as a mentor, a loyal friend, an energized buddy, a mediator, and a confidant. As an administrator in higher education, she served in many areas of the college experience. She began her work in 1988 in JTPA, which is a job training partnership. She is no stranger to helping those in need find ways to improve their circumstances through education and training. She has proven herself as an effective leader in strategic planning, problem solving, budget planning, administration, or in organization. She serves as a trustee on the Motlow College Foundation. She chairs 2 foundations that support scholarship programs. She's vice chair of the Franklin County Industrial Development Board and past president of the Tennessee Sunrise Rotary Club, just to name a few. Currently, she serves as director of student and campus relations at Motlow College. Her trademark is a hearty, joyous laugh that makes everyone smile. A woman of integrity, a loving mother, a generous giver of her time and talent, a woman who serves our community with a compassionate heart, and one that has made a positive impact on literally hundreds of students and families. Please help me honor the winner of this award for the woman impacting our community in education, Ms. Brenda Cannon.
Thank you.
Wow. 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 crier. Thank you so very much. I believe this with all my heart. Service is the rent you pay for the gift of life. Service is the rent you pay for the gift of life. I've been given a wonderful life, and it was influenced by women. And I praise God every day that I can get up and make a difference in somebody else's life. Thank you, Dr. Apple. Thank you, women. Thank you, Montlow family, for coming out to support me. I thought I was coming to support somebody else. It's all good. It's all good. Go in peace. And the very least you can do is encourage somebody every day. Do that. Make a difference. Thank you.
Thank you.
We'll be right back with more Newsleader on 6.
Keith Barnett here at Russell Barnett Ford of Tullahoma and Winchester. Check out the 2018 Motor Trend Truck of the Year, the F-150. $9,000 off for the super bad 2018 Ford Mustang. 460 horsepower. And my question is, why buy anywhere else?
Hi, I'm Mark Allen, candidate for Coffee County Mayor. I am a husband, father, and public servant, and not a politician. I have been a government auditor, finance director, and small business owner for over 35 years, and I know numbers. I've seen the numbers for Coffee County, and I see a mess without vision or direction for the future. We have a high debt of $84 million with infrastructure wearing out before it's paid for. County employees not being paid a livable wage, and one of the highest property taxes in the state. What are we getting for our money? It's mismanagement at best. We need real change. The status quo is unacceptable. Vote Mark Allen on May 1st in the Coffee County Republican primary, and let's hold Coffee County accountable again. To the citizens of Tullahoma, Coffee County is your county. Get out and vote. No matter who you vote for, show the politicians it's your county too.
Welcome back. Tonight we bring you part 3 of Tom Corrington's interview with Tullahoma Mayor Lane Curlee. In this segment, Mayor Curlee talks about some of his initiatives planned for the near future.
You know, I get called in a lot of times when, you know, a realtor is talking to a prospect that wants to move to Tullahoma, or the hospital is trying to recruit a physician to Tullahoma, or a business that they might come in here, and they just want to get a sense for what the community leadership is all about. You know, how stable is it, or how in flux is it, whatever. So I do think of myself as the chief salesman, but I also think of myself as the CEO of Tullahoma. But it's not what you think. I think of myself as the chief encouragement officer of Tullahoma. You know, everywhere I go, Tom, I try to always be an encouragement. You know, encouragement to me is one of those things that can lift people, you know, exponentially above what they're able to accomplish. So I just always try to be an encouragement wherever I go. Now, you mentioned, yes, I've got several community initiatives. These are not city government initiatives. I'm not the manager of city government, okay? I'm a community leader, and to me there's a huge difference between the two. So my effort to introduce community initiatives, again, several reasons. It gets citizens involved, you know, in their community more than they might otherwise be involved. It makes they make a difference in our community. They improve things in our community. They make a positive change. So a couple of them this year that are just now getting off the ground is something called the Tourism Council. Steve May, who is a resident of Tullahoma and is the chief marketing officer of Jack Daniels in Lynchburg, has agreed to head up the Tourism Council. And so I want us to look not just within the city limits of Tullahoma, but more of a regional approach.
Yeah, I was going to say, if it's a council, are you looking at the whole area?
No, absolutely, yeah. I mean, people are not going to necessarily come to Tullahoma and spend 2 or 3 days, okay? But they might come to Tullahoma and they might go to a lake, or they might go take a tour of a walking horse celebration, you know, any number of things in the region. So we need to promote our region and not just the city limits of Tullahoma, okay? Another area that I want to focus on is the downtown. You know, we've made so much improvements, and not just with government money, but there are many downtown property owners that made improvements in their property, and they'll continue to make improvements in their property. So Sharon Blair, who's an owner of one of the businesses downtown, has agreed to chair that effort. And I'm looking for for big things downtown. Maybe murals and art crawls and just all kinds of things that can go on. The third community initiative.
Before you leave that, what are you defining as downtown?
Well, we've identified I think it's like a 12-block area that encompasses not just the immediate downtown area, but it comes out in every direction, 2 or 3 blocks.
Okay.
Then a third area that we want to focus on is a sports council. Longtime resident Jim Bratcher's agreed to head that effort, and he's got, I've challenged him to be a booster of all sports in Tullahoma. Tullahoma, as to be fair, most rural communities are very sports oriented, but I want him to be a booster for all the sports. I want him to host I want us to develop a sports hall of fame for Tullahoma. We don't have anything like that. I want him to have an annual sort of ESPY award and recognize accomplishment and achievement in sports. I want him to host tournaments in Tullahoma. I don't care if they're volleyball, soccer, bowling, or whatever, but I want people to come and experience Tullahoma. Yeah. So Jim's doing a really good job. All 3 of these are just now sort of getting off the ground. And then the fourth one is something called Go Green Tullahoma. We've had an effort of Go Green Tullahoma, but it's been housed primarily within city government. But Laura McCall, who is the former ecology teacher at Tullahoma High School, has agreed to chair that effort. And as a matter of fact, today they are out somewhere close to Nashville looking at a composting initiative as part of Go Green Tullahoma. So, and we've replaced all the street lights with LED lights, which are much more energy efficient, less maintenance. Approximately 35% of the households in Tullahoma recycle, and that's great compared to our neighbors, but it can be better. 35%? 35%. Yeah. And so she's doing a number of things at this point behind the scenes to get ready for to make us even more energy efficient, more recycling, and all kinds of green initiatives in Tullahoma. Again, a lot of those things are really the bigger picture. My picture is, I want to design a community that's attractive for young families. And these are the kinds of things that are of interest to young families. Tullahoma is an aging community. And that's okay. I'm aging, and I'm okay with that. But
so is the nation.
Yeah. Right. But I want Tullahoma to be, I want us to sort of buck that trend as best we can. And I want us, because of our technology, our schools, all kinds of reasons, for young families to look at Tullahoma and consider Tullahoma.
After these messages, we'll be right back.
It's not invoice. It's not MSRP. It's not Christmas Day, although it may feel like it. It's the lowest prices in Middle Tennessee, period. It's a Stan McNabb Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram or Stan McNabb Chevrolet Buick GMC Cadillac before these prices are gone forever.
All right, the cat's out of the bag at Carroll Street Liquor in Tullahoma. Now you know where to go if you're planning a get-together and want the ideal wine or spirit. Party planning can be stressful, but at Carroll Street Liquor you'll find everything you need. Mixers, gift sets, and all of your favorite spirit brands. So if you're feeling the pressure to pull off the ideal party, come to Carroll Street Liquor and select among the seemingly endless supply of wines, spirits, gift sets, and more. Your perfect party, it's in the bag with Carroll Street Liquors.
Welcome back. The play Heaven Can Wait opens this Thursday at South Jackson Civic Center. Peggy Burton brings us this story.
Cynthia Redicott, and I have Will Prater, the director of Heaven Can Wait. And you're doing the set?
I'm doing the set, and I'm also one of the leading ladies in the show.
Oh, cool. Tell me about it.
Go ahead. Oh, okay. I play Mrs. Farnsworth. I am married to, of course, Mr. Farnsworth, but Joe Pendleton, who was taken too early, comes back in his body, and we go from there. We don't want to give it all away, so
and that's why it says, "Come watch the fight of the century."
Correct.
Joe Pendleton versus the world.
Yes.
Will, why did you decide to direct this?
We were talking about various plays that we could do at South Jackson, and we wanted to make sure that we picked something that wasn't of the traditional kind of, you see all the various companies in this area do it. So we started spitting out different ideas, and I had done Heaven Can Wait back in high school, and I remembered, 20-something years ago doing it in high school and loving it. So I just suggested it, and then they said, "Are you willing to direct it?" And I said, "Sure,
I can do it."
So
how many's in the cast?
we have a total of 16 in the cast, and then we've got 12 extras.
Yeah, 12 really?
Yes,
ma'am.
Yes. That's a good thing to do.
Oh, yeah.
Because it gives other people a chance to, that might be a little nervous, to get up on the stage and see how simple it is, because it's not real life.
Right.
Right.
Although sometimes it does kind of give an example of real life. Well, we ought to tell when it is, and we ought to get the website up. It's, you tell me the days.
It's April 19th, 20th, 21st, and 22nd at South Jackson Civic
Center. So it starts
Center.
on Thursday.
Correct. Thursday, Friday, and Saturday's performances are at 7, and the Sunday performance is at 2:30.
2:30. And the price for tickets are?
It's 13
Wait, is it
for
on this?
students and 15 general admission.
And you can call that number and leave your phone number, or you can go on southjackson.org and get your tickets online, which is the simplest thing to do, because you can just walk in when you get to the theater, and we don't have that big lineup to wait
Correct.
for. You excited?
Yes, very excited.
And is the set real big, or is it a lot of work?
It was rather lavish. We had, at one point, we had 20 some odd people working on it, because we wanted to make it rich and beautiful, and Miss Farnsworth lives there, so it has to be
it's a very classy
yeah, it has
mansion.
to be a certain standard.
What's the period?
It's set in 1938.
1938.
So we're going to have 1938 music
costumes
and
and everything like
Let
that.
me tell you, this one here,
find.
gorgeous in all of her dresses.
Wonderful.
So,
And we were very blessed. We had Amanda Monroe, who actually plays Bet, who is stealing my husband. She had one of her students come up from the Coffee County High School
who brought her own team.
Yes, brought her own team and has painted this amazing mural on the back wall.
How wonderful.
Yes, it is gorgeous.
I think it's important people understand that when you do theater, it's not just about acting, it's about producing, it's about being backstage and hammering and nailing and painting and all that kind of stuff, making costumes. There's so many things that you can do with the theater. So think about volunteering, coming on in.
I mean, honestly, we wouldn't have been able to do everything that we've done without Susan Ripke as our stage manager and Addison Womack as our assistant director, and our producers, Colleen Sanders and Catherine Hopkins and Melissa Sharan. Without these 5 individuals, I can honestly say that nothing would have gotten done as smoothly as it has.
Let's real quickly reiterate the date. Starts on the
April the 19th through the 22nd.
Thursday night, Friday night, Saturday night at 7 o'clock, Sunday afternoon at 2:30 p.m.
Yes, ma'am. More Newsleader is coming up in a moment.
We're losing it, Doctor.
Not on my shift. Quickly, brush. Roller.
What a transformation. It's going to be okay.
Okay, nothing.
At Paintworks of Tullahoma, we specialize in domestic emergencies with Martin Senior Paints. You can be the paint doctor too when you treat your home with Martin Senior interior and exterior finishes.
Doctor, we've got another one.
Got you covered.
Paintworks of Tullahoma. Come see the paint doctor, Stat.
Cool off at Southern Middle Tennessee's newest water park, Tullahoma's Splash Island. Fun for all ages. 3 25-foot water slides, lazy river, fun water features for toddlers, tasty food items available. All this and more, only $5 from 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. or 4 to 9 p.m. Sundays, 1 to 6. Join the fun at Tullahoma's Splash Island.
When your family suffers the loss of a loved one, the caring and compassionate staff at Tullahoma Funeral Home and Coffee County Funeral Chapel are standing by to assist you in every way possible. We are proud to support local industry and offer only Batesville caskets. Many funeral homes don't own or operate a crematory. We utilize the only crematory in Coffee County. Your loved one never leaves Coffee County. We can accommodate any need and any budget. Consider our complete pre-need service to remove this burden from your family during their time of grief. Lock in today's low costs and protect from inflation. Tullahoma Funeral Home and Coffee County Funeral Chapel. Our family caring for your family.
Welcome back. John Gray spoke with Tullahoma Alderman Robin Dunn about Earth Day, which is scheduled for this Saturday in Tullahoma.
I enjoy this because I always like it when one of our local politicians comes to be with us, and particularly this one right over here, Miss Robin Dunn. And I heard you say something. I love your hair. You said you don't control it, you just live under it.
Oh yeah, that's all I do. I don't. Yeah, that's exactly right.
I think that's a cool thing. That's a cool thing. You're here to talk about Earth Day.
Yes, I am. I'm very excited. This is an event that's really coming to life. So we've got a band. We've got the Carl Johnson Rock Creek Bluegrass Band.
I know that much.
Oh, so you know how fantastic they are.
Yeah.
They're just a tight group, and they're good. It's going to be fun.
Well, those guys have been playing together around here for a long time.
Oh, yeah. So we're very excited that they're joining us on April 21st. We've also got Jughead's Juice is going to have drinks and snacks for people. So I understand that.
Where are they from?
They're from Manchester, so local.
Wow, that's really good.
Very cool stuff. But I understand if you've got music and you've got food, you've got a party.
There you go.
It's going to be fun. We've got Silly Kids Yoga is going to have yoga classes. We're going to have the Lanham Library is going to have different story times. So there's going to be lots of fun stuff for kids, for families, and John, you might learn something. We're going to have some folks.
I try to learn something every day.
Sage Tree is going to have a wildlife show. They're going to have a rehabilitation program talking about different animals. If you find them, what you can do about it. Youth Villages Foster Care is going to be talking to people about foster care. Friends of Short Springs is going to be talking about that gym that we have right here in Coffee County. And if you have not been, and I know you have.
Oh, yeah.
If the people at home have not been to Short Springs.
I was crawling around out there 50 some odd, 60 years ago.
Well, they've changed a lot in the last 50 years, and it's because of the Friends of Short Springs. We've built different steps and handrails, and it never really occurred to me, but every single one of those steps, every handrail, came together because a group of concerned citizens said, you know what, this can help our community. And that is a phenomenal group, great, just lovely group of people. So they're going to be gathering volunteers there, and the tree board will be there. The Lynchburg Microbe Brewery is going to be teaching people how to make worm tea, which is a fantastic product for your
worm tea.
Don't drink it. Don't drink it. It's for your plants. It should be good. It should be good. And right next to them, bring a couple of dollars because the Tullahoma Community Garden is going to be there. They're going to be selling plants.
Oh, good.
Yes, lots of plants. And while you're bringing a couple of dollars, I just found this out last night. So your group is the first people to hear about it. We have Bonnaroo tickets donated to Earth Day. Yes, we're going to be raffling off Bonnaroo tickets. So if you want to go to Bonnaroo for $5, come to Earth Day and buy a raffle ticket, and you've got a chance. Yeah, and I've got to do a shout out to our sponsor, CFC Recycling.
Oh, well, of
the
course.
Rice family has been with us from the very beginning, very supportive of the Go Green Initiative, very supportive of the Earth Day Festival. I've been kudos to them. Thank you guys very much.
Yeah, they're good folks.
Yes, the Interlocal Solid Waste Authority, ISWA, has also donated to us so that we can have some more ads in the Tullahoma News.
Wonderful.
And get the word out there. And they're also going to be there. They're going to be giving away compost bins there as well. So we're going to have a show about how to compost properly, grab a bin, and while the supplies last. In fact, I went with our public works director and our city administrator up to Franklin to look at their compost facility up there, and they're recycling or reusing 15% of what would have been in the landfill up there. Now you think about that. What if Oklahoma took our yard waste, which is what Franklin's doing, so grass clippings, leaves, all that, just stuff from your yard. What if we took it and just turned it over 3 times a week? In 17 weeks, we've got this beautiful, rich, black compost that we could give back to the people of Tullahoma. What if we recycled, and that would put us at 50% of our waste is left out of the landfill because of composting and recycling.
So we'll get back to Earth Day. Earth Day, Earth Day. What day? What day?
April 21st, Fraser McEwen Park,
Yep.
10 to 4.
10 to 4.
Be there.
And don't forget to tune into this week's Living Show tonight at 6:30 p.m., Thursday morning at 9 a.m., and Thursday, Friday, and Saturday evenings at 6:30 p.m. This week's guests include Trey from Flex Up Fitness, who will drop by to let you know about the newest locally owned gym in town. Sharon Woodard will invite all of the young ladies in the area to participate in the upcoming Miss Tullahoma pageant, and the Tullahoma Animal Shelter will be out at Tullahoma's Earth Day event this weekend with giveaways and discounts. All that and more on this week's Living.
Stay with us. We'll have your weather forecast right after these messages.
Russell's got your truck, man. Russell's got your truck.
Big, bigger, and even bigger. Russell Barnett has any size truck for any size need. Chevrolet, Ford, GMC, Ram. Check us out on the web at russellbarnett.com. Our selection is so huge, we may need our own zip code. So my question is, why buy your next truck anywhere else?
With the best selection anywhere, Russell's got your truck, man.
All I have to do to think about what I was physically before and what I am now, and I don't ever want to go back to that original situation.
The overall mission of the rehab team is always what is best for the patient and how we can facilitate maximum potential from every resident.
Well, the most important thing to me is that I'm allowed to do whatever I want to do, you know.
Everyday Miracles at Life Care Center of Tullahoma.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Jerry Harris. I've been providing communication services throughout the United States since 1985. But instead of me telling you about the services I provide, I'll let some of my clients speak for me.
Customer service at RE/MAX First Realty is a priority to us. And ever since we installed Host My Calls, our clients have been very satisfied with the communication we have with the public. It's an easy transition with both offices having Host My Calls. And we really love it. All our agents appreciate what we have done for them in giving them instant connectivity.
Host My Calls is by far the best service I have ever placed with any of my clients. It provides cost-saving solutions while providing great communications. Call me today, 931-581-4411. See how Host My Calls can save you.
Welcome back. We'll take a look at your weather forecast at this time, starting with your weather history on this day. Our record high was in 1956 at 87 degrees. The record low was in 1993 at 30 degrees. The average high on this day is 71 and the average low is 46. Partly cloudy weather in the forecast for tonight with a low of around 54. Mostly cloudy weather expected tonight, mostly cloudy weather rather on Wednesday with a high of 75 and a low of 43, and partly cloudy weather in the forecast for Thursday with a high of 60 and a low of 40. And that's our Newsleader report for this evening. We invite you to join us each Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday at 6, 8, and 10 for Newsleader on 6. You have a good evening.
Have a great evening.